when you call them Busanga, even though they don't appreciate it that much, they will not fight you. Who are the Bisa people? Now, the Bisa people are not only in Ghana, they are also in Burkina Faso. You would also find them in Togo, and at the same time, some parts of Nigeria. They are called the Busa, or the Boko, or the Kianga. My brother, my sister, who are these people and where are they coming from? Now, there are so many ideas, or better still, schools of thought that continue to tell us the origins of the Bisa, the people you call the Busanga. My brother, my sister, now the first one says this, and it's very clear. Now the origins of the Bisa people, that's B-I-S-S-A, are uncertain and debated among scholars, with evidence coming from oral tradition, drum language, and the history of neighboring groups. We are at least able to make an attempt. Now, the most widely accepted theory is that the Bisa is an intrusive Mande group, Mande, M-A-N-D-E, that migrated to the region from the Mande heartland, further west from Mali. From oral traditions, we are told that as a Mande-speaking people, many believe their origins lie in the ancient Mande heartland, in what is now known as Western Mali. Now, this theory suggests that the Bisas are descendants of early Mande-speaking groups like the Jula or the Wangara, who migrated eastward. So they are cousins to the Jula, the Mande people. My brother, my sister, this is the most widely accepted one, so let us stay with that one. There are other schools of thought, but this is the most authentic. Let us hold on to that. Now, the Dagombas also came all the way from Nigeria. Banza Bakwai came all the way down through Mali and down all the way to Boko before they divided into Nanumba, Mamprusi, and Dagomba. Three brothers founded those gates and ethnic groups. Today we are not talking about the Dagomba. Let us not digress. Let's go straight into the Bisa. Out of the Dagomba came the Mosi. It was a Dagomba princess who went all the way into Burkina Faso and founded the Moshi kingdom. So the Moshi language and the Dagomba language are very close. When you open your ears properly, you will pick up a few words that relate. And that is so with a lot of languages in that area, the northern part of Ghana, including this language we're talking about, the Mande language. My brother, my sister, when the Bisa people came all the way from the western part of Mali, the heartland of Mande, came all the way through the Ghana kingdom to their present place of domicile in Boko. My brother, my sister, they came along with their animals. They love farming. They are business people, farmers. They brought their goats. So the Dagombes simply refer to them as the Busansi. Those guys who came with the stranger goats. One person, singular, is Busanga, which means a stranger goat, not a strange goat. No, a stranger goat, a goat that is a stranger. And the Mosi people have the same name for the Bisa. They don't call them Bisa. They call them Busansi, the stranger goats, because they came with their goats all the way from the heartland of Mande in western Mali. They went straight into agriculture. They love to farm. And their favorite crop, my brother, my sister, is the granules. Amongst the Bisa, if you want to marry a woman, you know what to do? You go to the woman's mother's farm or the father's farm, preferably the mother's farm. The women do more farming. And then you will farm for the woman. That's your wife to be the mother in her granite farm. Right after that is done, you are ready to get married. My brother, my sister, now the Bisas are very interesting people, my brother, my sister. Now, marriage and courtship are so close. They don't court for too long. Once you start courting, family would encourage you to come and get married so that you don't get engaged in things that are untoward. They are involved in peanut cultivation. Historically, a Bisa man would work in his prospective mother-in-law's peanut field as a part of the courtship process. What is their dowry like? The man is traditionally expected to provide his prospective bride with her own peanut field as a dowry. So, as your dowry, all you need to do is to give your wife to be a farm, peanut farm, well cultivated. Of course, later, animals will come into being, goats, sometimes now, cows and all that. But the most important thing, traditionally, is the peanut farm or the granite farm. Now, when they have funerals, the Bisa people bury. They are dead, they don't cremate. And this is what they do. Bisa burial customs reflect a strong connection to their ancestors. They pray that you meet their ancestors well. They provide you with almost every kind of prayer you will need to go through a journey. They don't believe that death is the end. They bury at home as well, depending on who died. Deceased family members are often buried in front of their homes to honor them for the hard work they did in building the homes. Bisa graves are also constructed to resemble traditional houses, but are built underground with an entry opening for the body. Oh my God. So they bury you underground in something that looks like a house. They also believe in multiple burials. Several family members may be interred in one same grave. Now the entrance is sealed with mud that can be removed for future burials. These are all Bisa traditions. But now Islam and Christianity have gone into the area, and Islamic views and doctrines have overshadowed some of these traditional beliefs. My brother, my sister, now the Bisa have some beautiful cultural practices, including the Lingani clan mystical preparation. Now the Lingani clan in Tangari, Burkina Faso, holds both political and mystical power with Bisa society. And these are the people who have the power as juju men and so on and so forth. They make a certain preparation for power. No one can assume power or wear the crown without first undergoing a mystical preparation ceremony held by the Lingani clan. They are those who are supposed to crown chiefs and so on and so forth in Burkina Faso and beyond. They also have the drum language. Yes, we call it the griot tradition. Griot, G-R-I-O-T. In the Gbani, they say the Lunsi, those who play the drums. They also engage in pottery. They build pots and so on and so forth. My brother, my sister, this is the powerful story of the Busanga or the Busansis, proper name Bisa, coming all the way from the Ghana Empire. My brother, my sister, settling in Ghana. They have a beautiful relationship with the Mosi. The Mosi are the largest ethnic group in Burkina Faso and have a long, complex relationship with the Bisa, including early conflicts. But they have intermarried and there's a lot of peace now. Some traditions suggest that the Riale, an early progenitor of the Nakomsi line of Mosi rulers, was of Busansi or Bisa descent, indicating a long history of intermarriage. So even the man who married the princess from Dagomba and they built the Mosi kingdom was said to be a Busanga, not really a straight Mosi, mixed. So the Busangas and the Mosis have a very beautiful relationship from long. But later, they went into a conflict. The Moses and, of course, the Busangas. But there is a lot of peace going on now as they coexist. Today, my brother, my sister, I am most excited to be talking to you about this wonderful ethnic group known as the Bisa. Oh my God. Plural, Busansi, as the Moses and the Dagombas call them. And a lot of Ghanaians also call them Busanga. We all remember the Busanga Volvo, that bicycle that you sit on, big bicycle. Sometimes they even put mirrors and, so many other things around that. And they call that Busanga Volvo because the Busangas made it very, very popular. Today, my brother, my sister, here's the story of the Busansi. Okay, this is where time would allow us to stay. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate on behalf of my producer, One Lord, sorry but thunder, and my social